with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
That's right. Keeping the commandments is going to be for our good. Okay? So it's something that's required of you, but by doing it, it's going to benefit you. So, it will behoove you sooner rather than later to start to find out what these things are. Okay, go ahead.
Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is the Lord thy God's, the earth also, with all that therein is. Only the Lord had a delight in thy fathers to love them.
Right. So the Most High created everything, right? But the thing is, he delighted in the Israelites and their fathers to love them and us. You see that? So there's a separation there. There's a difference. It's not for everybody.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead.
Only the Lord had a delight in thy fathers to love them, and he chose their seed after them.
Right. Chose their seed after them, not their seed's friends and the seed's neighbors that live in the neighborhood or just happened to see them and they heard the word or they heard that song and they liked it and they decided, I'm gonna join in too. I'm a Jew too. I'm gonna be a Christian too. Go ahead.
And he chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day.
That's right. So-called black, Hispanic, Native Indian man, right, as you're called. We're talking about you. You've been chosen, right, to be special and above all others. Okay? Read on.
Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart.
So you got to get right now. You got to put off the old man, shed off all that wicked Christianity that's been doing nothing but confusing you anyway, right? And you got to start keeping these commandments, right? Go ahead.
Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, and be no more stiff-necked. For the Lord your God is God of gods and Lord of lords, a great God, a mighty and a terrible, which regardeth not persons nor taketh reward.
That's right. You can't buy your way into heaven, right? You can't buy your way into the Most High salvation and good graces. No, he's not a respected person. You got to do what he said to do. There ain't no shortcut, right? And it doesn't matter. It's not who you know. It's who's your forefather and have you been obedient. Okay? Go ahead.
He doth execute the judgment of the fatherless and widow, and loveth the stranger in giving him food and raiment.
Right. So, Most High, he's going to look after those people that are deserving and needed, right, and are worthy. Okay? But generally speaking, these are the things that are needed to be completed regularly by the Israelites. Keeping the law, statutes, commandments, having the faith, and congregating with your fellow Israelites. Okay? So, it doesn't really talk about other nations there. These requirements are for the Israelites. Okay? And so the Israelites, these are the chosen people that are going to be getting the promises. All right, let's go to Luke 8. And give me Luke 8 and 10.
This is Luke chapter 8 and verse 10.
An example of how, this is another example of the fact that, this is not for everybody's understanding. Go ahead.
And he said, unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of God, but to others in parables, that seeing they might not see, and hearing they might not understand.
That's right. So, giving it to you in a riddle or a parable, because it's not really for your understanding. So then we're going to jump over to Ezekiel chapter 14 and starting at 9.
Ezekiel chapter 14 and verse 9. And if the prophet be deceived when he hath spoken a thing, I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet. And I will stretch out my hand upon him and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel.
Right. See, because when the Most High was speaking and speaking in parables, so that everybody is not understanding and hearing what's going on. There's a lot of Israelites out there in the audience. See, it's not just the heathens that he doesn't want to understand, right? 2/3. Some of y'all just can't get it, you know? And, you know, coming into the truth, you know, early on, that was kind of frustrating. Like, I don't really understand breaking it down, I mean, to where a 3-year-old can understand, but this person just can't get it. They keep rejecting it. They keep arguing back. They'll say okay, but then they obviously not accepting it, right? They're still bucking up because it's going against the brainwashing that they got from 0 to whatever age they at, you know, starting to try to get a better understanding. Well, it may be that you're not living right? You're not doing the things that are written therein, so you're not going to have a good understanding, right? Pursuant to, was that, I think, Psalms 111 and 10. You know, you have to, in order to have a good understanding of the verses, the scriptures, you have to be doing the commandments. All right. So yeah, you already read Ezekiel, right? Yeah. All right, so let's go Wisdom of Solomon, okay? And I was trying to pull out some verses of Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, but next thing I knew, I had the whole chapter in there, right? So we're going to read from the top to the bottom, and, you know, great. We can talk about it as we go, right?
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright, our life is short and tedious.
Right, so, all right, so what's the subject or the topic here? Is the ungodly, okay? And right from the get-go, it says they're reasoning with themselves, right? So they're not going to the Most High, they're not looking for guidance from the scriptures, they're just going with their own vain opinion. Go ahead.
Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
Right, so, you know, life is short, you know. Life is short, you only live once, right? That's kind of what they're going into. Go ahead.
For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart.
Right. You know, they don't really think that life is valuable, right? It's here today, gone tomorrow, and that's why they live the way they do, right? Careless, you know, with that YOLO spirit. But no, we the Israelites, and we understand there's more to life than just doing whatever you want, okay? You have to be accountable for your actions. You know, go ahead.
For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air.
Right, go ahead.
And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. And our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof.
Go ahead.
For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again.
Right. So this is an argument that you will hear from a non-believer, right? And that's what it says. It's like, for the ungodly said, right? And he's trying to convince you that what you're doing is a waste of time. Why are you on the street corners teaching? Don't you see nobody's listening to y'all? They're trying to discourage you from serving the Most High, right? And that is ungodly. That's wicked. Okay? So they're trying to tell you that, look, life is short, man. And when you die, I mean, what do you have to look for? There's no afterlife. You know, when you die, you're just gone. So you can just live it up, right? Just do whatever you want. You step on people's toes. Don't care about their feelings, you know. God. No, don't listen to no God. You don't need nobody to tell you what you want to do. You're your own God, right? That's what the kind of nonsense that they're spewing in the Israelites